Good morning, everyone. Our last topic of FACS controllers is VAR reserve control and summary of compensator control, SVG control. First, let me explain the VAR reserve control in detail. After that, I will explain the general control and complete control of the SVG. This is the last topic. With this, we will conclude the complete syllabus of the FACS. If any requirements are there, we will see in the question and answer session. What is the VAR reserve control? So, in brief, I will explain that SVG is nothing but STATCOM or SVC, which is used to control the various parameters of the power system for different applications. Example, transient stability improvement, power oscillation damping, voltage stability, etc. So if you want to example, let us take the voltage control. If you want to control the voltage of the power system, let us use the SVG for controlling the voltage. In addition to SVG, some more devices are there: tap changing transformer, booster transformers, induction regulators, etc. Some voltage control mechanisms are there, or devices are there. Those devices are coordinated in addition to SVG in the power system to get most effective control over the parameters. That is, in fact, those parameters are voltage and frequency. In the VAR reserve control, what we will do, in the fast acting devices are used to control the voltage first during the faults as well as disturbances, and then slow acting devices are allowed to act in the meantime, and then that fast acting device SVG is bring back to the original position, so that SVG will have reserve reactive power control. So that is VAR reserve control. So which will enhance the system control as well as resources. That is also important. Coordination control is also most important. In the VAR reserve control, power system will have V and delta V, and Z is the impedance. Power system omega is a function of omega and T, and you will get the Vt plus delta Vt here. Then voltage measuring and processing unit, you will get the Vt exact voltage of the system, Vt plus delta Vt, and here V reference is there. V reference is taken to the summer. Here the compensator current I0 is there. This I0 is taken to the current measuring and processing circuit, from which you will get the IQ value. So that IQ and IQ star is the reference current, reactive current. This loop will get the delta IQ, the change in reactive current, is passed through the slow error integrator. The output of the slow error integrator is taken as k into some integral delta IQ dt. So this signal is summed to the V reference to get the V reference star modified reference, and then this modified reference is compared with the actual voltage and obtain the Vt, delta Vt, that is the voltage error, which is passed through the PI controller, which is nothing but the perfect voltage regulator. V reference, Vt is equal to V reference star, delta Vt is equal to 0. So from which we can obtain the IQ reference, and IQ reference and I0 is actual current. Both are compared and control the internal control of SVG in order to get the required I0. So then how this control circuit is useful for VAR reserve control? So for that, let me explain the operating points and then come back to the control circuit. Here, this is the VI characteristics of our operation of SVG, in which the y-axis is the VT terminal voltage, x-axis is the IL and IC. IL is on right side, IC is on left side. Here the operating points are there, 1, 2, 3. Operating point 1 is the original operating point. Suppose suddenly there is a disturbance in the system which requires delta V, control of the voltage equal to delta V with the help of SVG compensator, and then allow the other devices to control the voltage, that is tap changing transformers are allowed to change the voltage to the delta V required value and then bring back the compensator control to the original position, that is 1. So therefore 1 and 3 both are at the same operating point corresponding to IQ star. IQ star is as shown in the control circuit. At operating point 2, that is the corresponding current is on the x-axis is, let us have, this is IC. IC1, let us have IC1 is the current corresponding to the point 2. So now let me explain. Initially the compensator is operating at point 1. In the VI characteristics, the operating point is 1 is corresponding to VI characteristics, which is at IQ star initially. When the sudden disturbance occurs, what happens? The compensator, the fast acting compensator will act as voltage regulator, and it finds the operating point 2 corresponding to the IC1. Therefore, the compensator will supply IC1 and operating at point 2. In the meantime, there is a change in voltage, delta V. So that change in voltage will give you the error. That error is passed through the slow acting integrator, which will take some time. In the meantime, the other voltage control devices, tap changing transformer, will change the system voltage, and simultaneously the SVC or SVG is bring back to the operating point 3 with the help of slow acting integrator. So therefore the IC1 is the required reactive current for maintaining the voltage at the required value. So therefore that current is reserved now with the help of tap changing transformer. Now coming to the control circuit, so initially there is error delta Vt which will pass through the PI controller as a voltage regulator which will operate, and IQ reference will change, that is equal to IC1. This IC1 will change the compensator output and operate the SVG at point 2. This is at point 2. So in the meantime, what happens? The change in voltage will give you some error. With this signal is passed through the IQ actual value. Current measuring and the processing circuits will get the IQ. But IQ is initially IQ star. When disturbance occurs, what happens? IQ changes to a different value. So therefore IQ reference is taken as IC1. In the second case, what happens in the operating when the SVG is operating at point 2, the compensators is supplying IC1 to the system. In the meantime, the other control devices, that is tap changing transformer, is used to control the voltage to the required value. In the meantime, this error IQ is passed through the slow acting integrator. This slow acting integrator will take some time in order to bring back the operating point to 3. So this point is obtained with the help of slow acting integrator. So therefore, the compensator will bring back to the operating point 3 corresponding to the point 1 at IQ reference. In the meantime, compensator allows the tap changing transformer to change the voltage to the required level. Therefore, the compensator reactive current is kept as reserve margin. The compensator reactive power is kept as reserve margin to the system. Therefore, it is called reserve control, VAR reserve control of the system, which was explained here. So this is the fast acting from point 1 to 2. Fast acting, it is operating as a voltage regulator and brings the system very fast. And from point 2 to 3, it is slow acting. So 2 to 3, the compensator will act slowly with the help of slow acting integrator and bring back the system to point 3. It is corresponding to point 1 at IQ reference. By keeping this operation, you can have the VAR reserve equal to IC1 or QC1, current or reactive power. This is called VAR reserve control. It is very important and used for coordination of other devices. Now let us understand the summary of compensator control. So this figure shows the summary of compensator control, overall control of the system, in which you have this is the power system impedance, power system voltage V, Vt plus delta Vt. From the voltage measurement and processing circuits, you will get Vt plus Vt here. And this is the SVG, static var generator. The current flowing through the SVG is I0. Here, signals are obtained for delta F, Vt and I0. So the regulation slope is obtained by taking the signal I0, only I0. So if you want to have the VAR reserve control, you will take Vt and I0. If you want to have transient stability improvement, delta F or P. If you want to have power oscillation damping, similarly you have delta F and P. Any one of the signals are taken from the system in order to implement the required control circuit. So here this is the V reference. V reference is the required voltage reference. If you want to get the power oscillation damping, SSR damping, you can also take the signals directly, like delta F and delta omega here, to the direct signal, and this Vt is taken over voltage limitation. So this is additional signal. If you want, you can keep, otherwise no need. So from which you can obtain, this is the summer. So delta V is obtained from Vt and other signal V reference star, modified voltage reference. you'll get the delta VT. That error is passed through the PI controller in order to get IQ reference from the direct input signals also. IQ reference is obtained. By using internal control, you can have static VAR generator control in order to get the required I0, so that you'll get improvement of any of the parameters like transient stability, power oscillation damping, regulation slope, VAR reservoir control, etc. So this summary of overall control will illustrate the complete control of SVG. Now let me explain the complete control of the power system, which will be useful for system including SCADA. So this is the overall control circuit of the system. The very first one, this is the power system, bus voltage V, coupling transformer, step down transformer is used to match the power system voltages with the control circuit voltages. This is the FVG power circuit, which will have STATCOM or SPC power circuit components. So this is the interface between internal control circuit and power circuit of the SVG. With the help of optical links, there is interface between SVG internal control as well as SVG power circuit. So from the measurement and the processing circuits, you will get the system parameters V and I from here. So V and I are obtained, are used to compare with the reference signals. So in the compensator internal control circuit, actual signals are control circuit, actual signals as well as the reference signals are compared, and control signals are provided to the internal control circuit. So from which you can obtain the real-time control, the interface between the actual control circuit of the SVG as well as system. So this is the real-time control. Supervisory and data acquisition systems, SCADA, is used to control the signals, used to get the signals and store the data as well as provide the control online. So that is the real-time control. These are the auxiliary equipment and the system status input is taken to the SCADA, and this is the control panel and CRT monitor, which is obtained from the SCADA, supervisory and data acquisition system. So this is the centralized control provided at the control center of the APSCB or Transco control circuit. Through this control circuit, you can control each and every individual control center with the help of SCADA. So one of the control circuit is SVG control circuit of a particular substation or power system, can be controlled according to our requirements with the help of SCADA. So all these parameters are monitored and stored in the system. So from here we can control the entire system. So this supervisor or engineer is here. He will control everything from the CRO monitor or system is located at the control center here. So this is the complete control of our system. Now I will stop here. So with this I had concluded the complete syllabus of facts. Thank you.